from the Richland Hills Public Library. This is Miranda, the youth librarian, and I am bringing you our activity time for this week. So April 9th is National Unicorn Day. So I thought it would be really fun to do a project that is kind of unicorn themed, but also like a little bit magic and a little bit artsy, and it's a little bit of everything. It's really fun. So all you need for this project is a tray or dish of some sort. This actually may be too shallow, but we're gonna use it anyway and see what happens. Then you need some paper towels, and then you need some markers. And they don't have to be Sharpies. That's just what I had on hand. So, and then you need some water. So what I'm gonna do first is we're just gonna test it, because this is actually a project that I have not tested before. So first things first, we're gonna pour in a very fine layer of water over the entire surface of our tray. We don't want to get it too full because I'm gonna have to pour it out later. And I think my desk is a little crooked because the water's like coming this way. Anyway, it's fine. All right. So the magic of this actually comes with you preparing in advance and then showing it to your kids initially as a magic trick. Let's see if we can get this to work. All right. So what you're supposed to do is you take your paper towel and you fold it in half. Whoops, this one is falling apart on me. You fold it in half, and on the bottom half, you draw a picture with your markers, and then you lay down this part on top. Now, it doesn't work exactly well because as you can kind of see with this one, you can kind of see through it to what's underneath, but it's okay. I actually found that doing it with the lines first makes the colors less noticeable because you focus on the black lines. Anyways, we are going to test it and see what happens. So you just say that it's like a magic piece of paper or whatever, and then you're going to reveal something underneath. And you can even kind of like hold your fingers so that it's not as obvious. And you just lay it down. And then your image magically appears. And I may have too much water because I got air bubbles. So I guess when you're laying it down, maybe make sure to lay it down this way, maybe. We'll test it on the next one. So there's example number 1. And it's gonna go in the trash so we don't make too much of a mess. Okay, so that was our unicorn. And now, so with this one, you can just say, I'm gonna make the colors magically appear. And there it goes, just like that. And it really does feel and look just like magic. Then of course you can explain to your kids how it works, and then they can create their own. So we're gonna do one final one, and I'm gonna kind of show you how it works. I really like that. So in a lot of the videos that I watched for this, and you can see my colors are starting to run a little, but in a lot of the videos that I watched, they used water-soluble markers, and they bled a lot into the paper towel. So I actually think I would recommend Sharpies, as long as you're comfortable giving your kids Sharpies. I would recommend Sharpies just for the fact that they don't bleed as much, and so it has a cooler effect when you lay it in the water. So what we're gonna do for this last one, another cool thing about using the black marker first, is that it gives you an outline underneath. So now, whoops, you have to be really careful. I'm not always, I press with a really heavy hand. But now we're going to make a unicorn cupcake. Ooh, look at me, I'm using the colors on the wrong layer. And again, I'm pressing too hard. Okay. Let's give our cupcake a warm. Okay. So then we'll go to your second layer, and you can see you've got the littlest, slightest bit of an outline to help you color in the lines so that the colors all work the way they're supposed to. So let's do that. And actually, you know what? I'd rather have something underneath my cupcake so that it doesn't bleed onto my desk. That is something to consider while you're doing this, is to make sure that you have something on the bottom while you're coloring. Let's see. This is good. Color in our horn. And it doesn't have to be fully colored in. I don't know if y'all can see from the video. It's more like a scribble. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that there's a plastic barrier in the way, so my camera person can't get all that close to this. I apologize, y'all. If I thought it was safe to move the water, I would, but I'm not sure it is. Okay, so there we have our cupcake. We're gonna fold down the top layer. And just like I said before, once you've got those black lines, those stand out really well. And your kids are less likely to notice that there's color going on beneath those black lines. All right, so we're gonna lay it down in the paper. And once again, the colors magically appear. Oh, it's a little bit off this time. That's okay. There we go. Yay! So again, this one was a lot of fun. It's super easy. Yes, it's a little messy because you're dealing with water. But I really think, I know that if I had been offered the chance to do this project as a kid, I would have loved it. So I'm really hoping that your kids will love it too. Okay, I think that's everything for this week. I don't think we have any library things, like overarching library things to remind you about, but don't forget to check out our story time for this week, and don't forget to check out our craft kits and our coloring kits. Let's see, we've got, it's National Unicorn Day, of course. It's National Zoo Lovers Day, National Pet Day, and then of course it's Poetry Month, and it's Keep America Beautiful Month. So again, all kinds of cool things going on in the craft kits and the coloring kits for y'all. I think that's everything. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope y'all have a good day.